Hello dear students, welcome to the online education of class 6 science. So dear students, in the previous class we have discussed about the adaptation of different kinds of animals and plants in the desert habitat. So in today's class let us discuss about the adaptation in the mountain regions. So dear students, you might be knowing that the mountain regions will be having the normally very cold and windy climate, and in some areas there will be a snowfall during winters. Okay, so there is a large variety of animals and plants are found to be living in these mountain areas or regions. Okay, so look at the figure 9.6 here. You will see the kinds of trees which are grown in the mountain regions. Okay, so if you observe the people who are living in the mountain regions, they will be known well about this. And if you have visited any of the states such as Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, okay, then some parts of the Assam, so these states, they have these kinds of trees growing in such regions that all belong to mountain regions, right? So you will see the large number of trees in such a region, but such same kind of trees you will not be find in not in other regions where we cannot find the same kind of trees. You will find different kinds of trees. So what is special about these trees which are growing in the mountain regions? That we will discuss in today's class. So dear students, you see that these kinds of trees have been adopted very well for the mountain regions. How it is so? See, these trees have normally cone shape. Okay, these trees which are found in the mountain regions are having cone shape, and they have a sloping branches. The branches are of sloping. Okay, so the leaves of some of these trees are needle shaped. Why? Because this helps the rainwater or the snow which falls on these branches or the leaves to slide off easily. Means easily the rainwater can slide through these needle shaped leaves or sloping branches. So that this is what the kind of adaptation they have in such trees. So for both rainwater to slide off as well as snow to slide off the branches or the leaves easily. Okay, so there could be another trees. There could be trees with different shapes, with the shapes which are different from these shapes also, which are found in these mountain regions. So they may have different kinds of adaptations in the mountains. So there are some other kinds of animals. Let us look at the animals which are living in these mountain regions and how they have been adapted to the conditions of the mountain regions. So there are these animals, they have a thick skin or fur to protect themselves from the cold which is present in this, which is the climate of this particular mountain regions. So for example, the animals like mountain goat, yak, and one more that is snow leopard. These are the three kinds of animals found in the mountain regions. Okay, so yaks have a long hairs to protect themselves from the cold and to keep their body warm. And mountain snow leopard, so it is like same like a leopard what we find here, but it is a snow leopard we call it because it has a white fur or thick fur on its body. Not only on its body, even its feet, including its toes. Okay, including its toes, it has on feet and as well as toes, it has a thick fur protection of the thick fur, thick hairs which is present in this body. Okay, why it is so? Means it protects its body from the hot, or sorry, not hot, cold climatic conditions, or to protect itself from the cold when it walks on the ground. See, it has to walk on the ground. Okay, that snowy reason only it has to walk, right, at that time. So if the body is covered with the snow, not a problem, but if the feet is not covered with the snow, so immediately it absorbs the cold from the snowy regions. Hence even its feet and toes are also covered with the fur or a thick skin, so that it protects its body from the cold when it walks on the ground. So last one, the mountain goats. The mountain goats are also kinds of goats found in these hilly regions or mountain regions. So they have a strong hooves. You might have seen what hooves. Paws are different, different hooves are different. So these usually these cattle will have a hooves on its feet. Okay, so the mountain goat has a strong hooves which will help for running up the rocky mountains, or running up the rocky slopes of the mountains. The mountains are they are very high, so slopes are made of rocks. Okay, so these hooves are very strong so that they can easily walk or climb or run up the rocky slopes of the mountains. So as we go up in the mountains, you will find the mountain regions, you will find the different in the surroundings, different kinds of surroundings and changes and we see the different kinds of adaptations of these animals in different heights. Dear students, I hope you understood concept of today's regarding the adaptation of the kind of adaptation in the mountain regions, both plants as well as animals. So dear students, so look at these animals, how they have been adapted. Look at the plants and even animals, how they have been adapted to these conditions. So note down this, try to note down the definition as well as the explanation, and write down in your, make a point and write down in your exercise note. I hope you have understood this. Thank you and have a nice day.